Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay the Librarian with another episode of the Book Report, sharing all the books and library news you need to know about this month. Up first we have Lumen A by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It's the first in a new series called the Lumen A Files. And in this one, Katie Grant and Ezra Mason have just broken up when their illegal mining colony is bombed. Split up on separate evacuation ships, they have to work together to find out who is responsible for the bombing and the plague that's attacking survivors, while trying to rein in a rogue AI, survive space battles, and figure out what's going on with their relationship. You know, the usual. It's an action-packed sci-fi adventure you won't be able to put down, because I wasn't. And the story is told through a dossier of hacked documents, including emails, schematics, IMs, interviews, and more. So it's redacted and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But don't let that put you off, because I was kind of skeptical, and I started it, and it was amazing. It also got star reviews from Publishers Weekly, Kirkus, Booklist, and of course me. So I highly, highly recommend this one. It's definitely one of my favorite books of the year, very close to the favorite book. So that's Illuminate by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. All right, so up next we have City on Fire by Garth Risk Hallberg. And it is his debut novel that follows a group of people, which include 2 heirs to a fortune, 2 suburban teens, a magazine reporter, and a detective who's trying to figure out what all of these people have to do with the shooting in Central Park in New York City in 1977. And then when the blackout of July 13th, 1977 plunges the world into darkness, each of these lives will be changed forever. It's an epic, unforgettable novel about love, betrayal, forgiveness, art, truth, rock and roll, so pretty much everything. And then what makes the living worth doing in the first place. And this one got star reviews from Kirkus, Library Journal, and Booklist. And another fun fact, the author, Garth Risk Hallberg, was raised in Greenville, North Carolina. So he's a local boy. You should check out his book. That's City on Fire by Garth Risk Hallberg. All right, our next one is up here in front, the Bassoon King, My Life in Art, Faith, and Idiocy by Rainn Wilson, who is best known as Dwight Schrute. I don't know if you're a frequent watcher, but if you are, I guess you can tell that I have a thing for The Office. Like I said, best known as Dwight Schrute, and he's everyone's favorite nemesis and beat farmer on The Office, but Rainn Wilson is also known for memorable film roles in Juno, Super, and The Rocker. And this is his story about his journey from chess and sci-fi nerd to drama geek to a struggling New York actor, and then finally achieving success and satisfaction both artistically and spiritually. And the best part about this one is that Dwight Schrute does the foreword, and then it's also got what all great celebrity biographies or memoirs have. These wonderful pictures that are hilarious in the middle. So that one is The Bassoon King by Rainn Wilson. Okay, next we have The Improbability of Love by Hannah Rothschild. Yes, those Rothschilds. So still trying to recover from the end of a long-term relationship, Annie McMorrow buys a dusty painting at a junk shop for her new unsuitable boyfriend. And when he's a no-show, she keeps the painting for herself, and the painting turns out to be a lost French masterpiece by one of the most important painters of the 18th century. So soon Annie finds herself pursued by interested parties who would do anything to possess her painting. The story unfolds through the voice of the painting, which tells tales of its previous owners, including Louis XV, Catherine the Great, Voltaire, uncovering some of the darkest secrets of European history along the way. And so this one got star reviews from Booklist and Kirkus. Nope, I'm sorry, not Kirkus, Library Journal. Library Journal and Book List gave the star reviews. So that was Improbability of Love by Hannah Rothschild. Right, next we have Slade House by David Mitchell, which is this little gem here, and it's got a map. You know how I love maps. And it's set across 5 decades, starting in 1979 and ending on October 31st, 2015, and is a chiller about an unnatural greed for life and the arrogance of power. Every 9 years, Slade House extends an invitation to someone who is different or lonely. At first you won't want to leave, and later you find out you can't. So, Hotel California. Set in the same world as Mitchell's previous book, The Bone Clocks, this is for those of you who haven't quite let go of the Halloween season yet, or like your holiday season with a few chills and thrills. With a star review from Kirkus, it's been called A Dracula for the New Millennium and Hansel and Gretel for grown-ups. That's Slade House by David Mitchell. Speaking of Hansel and Gretel for adults, we have Winter, which is a sci-fi retelling of Snow White. And it's by Marissa Meyer, and it's the 4th and final in the Lunar Chronicles series after Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress, which, as I said, are fairy tale retellings with the sci-fi twist. And this one picks up right where Cress left off, with our heroes and heroines headed toward the moon to start the revolution and take back Cinder's throne from the evil queen Lavanna, with the help of Lunar Princess Winter. Despite major obstacles including mind control, missing limbs, mutant soldiers, and poison fruit, obviously, I mean Snow White, the couples must work together to get their happily ever afters. So it's action-packed from page 1, and it's expertly structured. I mean, this is how you end a series. This is what I'm currently reading right now, and I did not want to go to bed last night. I've got like 100 pages. It's killing me. And it got a star from Book List, and like I said, obviously me. So if what I've said about the plot doesn't make sense, or even if it does and you haven't read it, I highly recommend just pick up the first one, Cinder, and start the series from the beginning. So that's Winter by Marissa Meyer. Those are the books we're reading and excited about this month. And like I said, I'm reading this one right now. Tell us what books you're reading and what you're excited about by connecting with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can use the hashtag Librarian Lindsay or the Book Report, and we'll find you. So just for relief, a couple of library announcements. We now have World Book Online, which we're really excited about. You can find that under the eBooks and More tab or on the Children's Resources. So it's everything you can find in the print edition, primary sources, all kinds of that good stuff. It will help you with homework, papers, everything. And then we also have a local authors collection, which we're unveiling in January, but we're taking submissions now for the collection. So if you're a local author and you want to donate your book to the collection, then call the main library at 704-283-8184 and ask for Shelley, and she will give you information on how to get your books in the local author collection. And then we also are going to be working on our book tree very soon, so we're getting in the holiday spirit here at the library. And that's all the announcements I have for this month. So until next time, Union County, keep reading.